Opportunity for us to learn the up-to-date topic trends of the ESG discussions. So with no further ado, we'd like to invite Mr. Theodor SWEDJEMARK, the Chief Communications and Sustainability Officer of ABB Switzerland. He will be joining us through a recorded image.
Thank you for the opportunity to address you here today. It's a great pleasure to be able to present ABB and our approach to sustainability and ESG at this very important event. South Korea is a valued market for us at ABB, and we are very proud to be able to support the country's sustainability journey through our partnerships with local customers. Our operations in South Korea cover the entire business value chains, from sales and marketing to manufacturing and assembly to engineering and aftermarket services. ABB is a global technology company with operations in more than 100 countries. We work closely with industries, governments, and civil society around the world to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, support a more circular economy, and promote social progress. In our more than 130-year history, we have always taken a sustainable approach to business. Our predecessor companies, ASEA of Sweden and BBC of Switzerland, were founded to take advantage of electricity when it was still quite a new technology. Today, sustainability is a key part of our company's purpose and the value that we create for all of our stakeholders. Through our leading technologies in electrification, automation, and robotics, we help to address the world's energy challenges and transform industries. In doing so, we help to make society more sustainable, as well as drive economic growth and job creation. Our main contributions are decarbonizing the electricity grid and reducing energy consumption and emissions. We serve customers in industry, buildings, and transport, which together account for 3/4 of global greenhouse gas emissions. We have shown that it is possible to run a zero-emission factory in one of our subsidiaries in Germany. By installing a solar microgrid and our own smart energy management solutions, our factory can generate enough power to run itself and even feed excess energy into the grid. Last year, we launched our 2030 sustainability strategy with very ambitious targets for our entire value chain. In our operations, we seek to lead by example, and we have more than halved our greenhouse gases since 2013, and we are committed to being carbon neutral by 2030. And we will get there by electrifying our 10,000-strong vehicle fleet, by sourcing 100% of our energy from renewables, and by continuing to deploy energy management systems at all our sites. By far, the biggest impact we can make is helping our customers reduce their energy consumptions and emissions. Our energy-efficient electric motors and variable speed drives reduce power consumption in industries and buildings. Upgrading a motor with a drive can cut its power consumption by as much as 25%. Electric motors in buildings and industry consume about 45% of the world's electricity, so huge savings are possible here. By 2030, we have the target of helping our customers reduce their annual CO2 emissions by 100 megatons. And that is the equivalent of the annual emissions of 30 million combustion cars. To support the transition to e-mobility, we are working with governments around the world and partners to install electrical vehicle charging infrastructure. To date, we have installed more than 400,000 EV chargers across 85 markets. In marine, we are helping to transform shipping. Our shore-to-ship charging technology help reduce emissions, also noise and vibrations in the port. and our Azipod electric propulsion system for ships cut fuel consumption by up to 20% compared to traditional shaft-line propulsion systems. In the mining industry, we are transforming fossil fuel mining operations into all-electric ones, leading to substantial reductions in emissions. Replacing a single 100-ton mining truck with an electric one saves on average 1,000 tons of CO2 emissions per year. Beyond energy savings, we are also committed to embedding circularity across our entire value chain. We save resources by reducing waste, increasing recycling and reusability, and making our products more durable. For the automotive industry, our innovative pixel paint solution prints paint directly on the car instead of spraying it, meaning no paint is wasted. Pixel paint also eliminates the need for masking and the demasking each car, helping to reduce the cycle times of our customers by up to 50%. We also systematically improve circularity in our supply chain through our supplier sustainability framework, which focuses on ESG performance. When it comes to the social aspect of ESG, we seek to lead by example also in our own operations. Wherever we operate, we create safe, fair, and equitable and inclusive working environments in which our people can succeed and develop. We are very proud of our safety record in South Korea. We have been accident-free for more than 7,000 days. That's over 19 years. We are also proud that ABB was voted the best company to work for in South Korea in 2015. On governance, we are committed to responsible business practices, including the protection of human rights. We have a comprehensive governance framework which is based on integrity and transparency. Our binding code of conduct guides our employees and suppliers to always do the right thing. Our sustainability strategy and targets are overseen and monitored by our group board of directors, and the achievement of our targets is directly linked to executive management compensation. As one of the world's most successful and advanced economies, South Korea has an important role to play in achieving the 1.5-degree Paris climate target and leading by example in ESG. ABB is committed in supporting South Korea's Green New Deal as well as the country's 2050 carbon neutrality goal. We have already partnered with a valued customer to provide a complete power and propulsion system for the Busan Port Authority's first all-electric passenger ferry. Earlier this year, ABB joined Swedish companies doing business in South Korea in launching a Green Alliance to support the carbon neutrality goal and to help drive sustainable growth. Looking ahead, ABB is playing a leading role in the development of large-scale hydrogen production. We're also developing megawatt-scale hydrogen fuel cell systems capable of powering ocean-going vessels. Our leading technologies also make an important contribution to increasing energy efficiency across industries, transport, and buildings. We look forward to deepening our collaboration with customers, partners, and suppliers in South Korea to achieve a sustainable economic recovery and support the green transition. Let's write the future together. Thank you.
What is your mission?
What is our mission?
Well, my mission, that's an interesting one.
It is to enable a smarter and more efficient use of energy. Just as simple as that.
We know that 1/3 of the emissions in cities is due to air pollution, and one of the main contributors of air pollution is actually transport. We're literally in a moment that we could call a climate crisis. If in 10 years we don't cut our emissions roughly by 50%, we will radically change the way we know life on Earth.
We cannot keep on growing without preserving more resources. Recycle what can be recycled. We better design everything we do.
But it's really a question about us. If you switch to electric vehicles, you will literally be part of the solution.
We have to change. It's not about tomorrow. It's about today. Through electrification, you enable the use of renewable energies. But if you want to have a smarter use of your energy, you should be able to measure it, you should be able to act on it, and you should be able to control it from a digital perspective. ABB is a company where you have solutions and products that enable the future of sustainability. ABB FIA Formula E is a great example of that. It's a place where it's possible to showcase and to increase awareness around e-mobility.
I've started working for Formula E 6.5 years ago. Before we had teams, before we had cities, we had nothing. But now we have the biggest lineup of manufacturers probably since forever. This is much more than a race. This is much more than cars on the track. This is something that is for the greater good, really. Anything that we do, anything that we think through is to push the charging technology. And that's the exact technology that ABB is bringing to the championship.
The reality is that today, the more we consume, the more we have to find solutions.
You can always do more, you can always improve. Consumers want something else, and that something else is battery electric vehicles.
ABB has been producing sustainable solutions and products for years. Today we continue on that path, exploring new fields, exploring new sectors where we can contribute to a better footprint for the future.